Check on the danger, danger. Good morning, family and friends. How are you doing? Welcome to the Woke Nation and welcome to this new day. It's a new day, it's a great day, it's a beautiful day. You are new, you are beautiful. Enjoy your life. As I promise, remember, I am God and I keep my promise. And I am not a jealous God. I am a generous God. I acknowledge other gods and goddesses beside me. A jealous God is evil. The jealous God is evil. And that jealous God is the reason why there is a lot of evil in the world today. And the people in the name of that God has been converted to blame themselves for evil or blame Satan for evil. Why God and that Satan are one. God is the Satan you're talking about. Jehovah is the Satan you're talking about. Jesus is the Satan you're talking about. Allah is the Satan you're talking about. Yahweh is the Satan you're talking about. You're supposed to understand that they are all imaginary beings designed to keep you delusional, designed to keep you a moron. But how long will you continue? Because of the silly promises they gave to you in the name of that silly God you have not seen or can see. So, as I said, I titled this, Where is Your Tithes? Where is your tithes? O ye tithers, all of you that were tithing before coronavirus, I want you to show me the blessing of tithing. All that blessings your man of God, your woman of God has been teaching you, showing you why you must tithe, and you are struggling, yet you are tithing. You take of the money that somebody sent to you to better yourself, to do good business. You are giving it to these tithe collectors. So before the coronavirus, they tell you about the blessings of God using Malachi chapter 3, 8 to 12, which I will use, try to open your eyes to help you stop tithing. When you stop tithing, you will see how you will be gradually free yourself from their shackle, because all those curses they tell you that will come on you for not tithing, it will not happen. You will see you'll be saving more money. Many of you in Nigeria today who has been paying tithe, you are crying now, right? Lockdown. And they're still collecting money from you. Some of you are still too stupid to, paying, still giving the money out of whatever money you have left, because you love to be slaves. You love to be stupid. You love to be idiots. If you believe in going to church, after this coronavirus, I want you to practice this. Make your house the church you are going to. And your children or your family members, make them your church members. Instead of you giving that money to one man saying you are giving it to God, no, give it to your children or to your family members as though you are giving to God. And you will see how your life and condition will change. Some years now, I told my mother that some years ago. I said, no, your family is your church. That's why that man and the woman came together and decided to do what? Build that family. So that family is your church. You hear the term church family. Church family is fake. The real church family is your own family, your own biological family. Spiritual family is fake. It does not exist. Okay, so but they have deceived us and make us abandon our biological family where we will benefit more or better for spiritual family. And when I was a Christian, I was one of the victims that I value spiritual family than my biological family. So but I delivered myself, and which I want to share this to help you deliver yourself. I cannot deliver you. You are the one that will deliver yourself. I can only open your eyes, like wake you up. That's all I am doing. I am not trying to make you my follower. I'm not trying to make you my convert. I'm not trying to convince you. You're already convinced that what you believe is true. But I want to point you to evidence, something you will look upon to know that you believe because you don't know. But when you have knowledge, belief ends. Where is your tithe? I want you to know that all the promises of God are lies. All the promises of God, they are false. There is no truth in God, and there's no truth in the promises of God or promise of God. Every promise of God were designed to keep you controllable, to keep you docile, to keep you, somebody that can teach anything without question. Like they teach you that a woman came from man's rib. You believe that because you are slave. So they design those lies. That's why that book, they go into that book, they find portions there and beautify it and bring it to you to make you a better slave, good slave. And you keep going to them. Your hard-earned money you are giving to them. But as I said, I will try to open your eyes with the same book they used to cover our eyes. I will use the same book to open your eyes so you can see clear and free yourself. Nobody freed me. Nobody delivered me. I delivered myself. I don't go to church. I don't pray. I don't fast. Fasting is a natural thing. When you eat last meal of the day and lay down and sleep, you are fasting. That's why when you wake up, That's the benefit of fasting. But not fasting, waiting for imaginary being to maybe do you anything. No, you see, when you lay down sleeping, you begin to see visions, dreams, revelations. See? So the real fasting is the natural one. All that one you engage in the name of God is bullshit. Where is your tithes, oh you tax collectors who has been robbing people? Where is those tithes now? That tithe can never even enable you to fly abroad anymore. And those of you that have been paying tithe, all you tithe payers, where is the promises of tithing, the blessings of tithing? So let's go to Malachi chapter 3. It may be a little Bible study, but not like the previous one. I will try to cut this one short. That's what I say, but that doesn't mean that's how it will be. No, I flow. The more I go, I flow with the traffic. So if I see something to say, I will not say, oh, because no time. No, I don't care whether it's up to 1 hour. I will say it because what I am saying is not for everybody. It's for those who care about factual truth. So it's not for everybody. I'm not competing with anyone. I'm not trying to win you on to my side. No, you are just like me. I am not better than you. The matter of fact is this: I don't know better than you. I only know what I dare to know, and you can know whatever you dare to know. There are things you know that I don't know. So that's why you're supposed to be sharing your knowledge. That's why we are here. We are in this together. All the knowledge in the world belongs to everybody in the world. There should be no hoarding. There should be no monetizing it. But it's because of wickedness of men that we are paying to know. Even we are paying to live in this world. Did anybody come with the land? No, we are born in this world. All we need is to build to sleep. But today, many people cannot even afford rent. Many people cannot afford a house. You see wickedness everywhere, and these people claim to believe in God, or God, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Then why are we paying in it? Did you pay to get that land? No, that land was given. Even some people say, no, you cannot go to that land. You cannot build there. They call it government area, like GRA and all the government reserve area. They reserve it for some purpose or for that bullshit. The whole world belongs to us, not to any God. But let me show you, this is the part of the Bible they used to rob people, and I will read it for you to understand. Malachi chapter 3 from verse 8 to 12, he says, will a man rob God? Yes. Because man is God. God is a man. So if a man can rob man can rob God. And even this Malachi show you that man can rob God. It's not just my word. He said, will a man rob God? Say, yet. He said, but he didn't give you the answer there. But according to the following words, it means no. According to them, he said no. But here what he said, yet you have robbed me. In other words, man can rob God. So that's why the preacher say you are robbing God when you don't pay tithe. But this beginning, when he say, will a man rob God? He say, yet you. He did not say, yet man has robbed me. He say, you. Who are the you there? Malachi chapter 2, go step back. The you that God said have robbed them, have robbed him, is this. Malachi chapter 2, verse 1. And now, O priest, this commandment is for you. It has nothing to do with those who are bringing tithes. It has nothing to do with tithe payers. It has everything to do with priests who are collecting tithes. So they are the one, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 is talking about that have robbed God. They claim that God sent them collecting your money. They have robbed God. You are God, they have robbed. When you give those preachers your money, they have robbed you. They are impostors and fraudsters. They are scammers. They are evil men who are robbing God. They read God in the name of fake God. Tithe collectors, offering collectors, donation collectors, whatever collection they are making in the name of God under any disguise, they are robbers who are robbing the real God in the name of fake God. The God they tell you to bring your title does not exist. He said, yet you have robbed me. But you say, in what way have we robbed you? He said, in tithes and offering. In tithes and offering. You are cursed. Still talking to the priest. He's not talking to the people. He's talking to the priests. You are man of God. Everyone that is collecting tithes and offering, they are cursed. Because they are robbing God, the real God, in the name of fake God. So they are cursed with a curse. For you have robbed me. So you are God. Anyone that is collecting tithes and offering from you, they are robbing you. And they are under a curse. He said, even this whole nation, in other words, they rob God and the whole nation. No preacher will teach you this one, that Bible said that they have robbed the whole nation. Say, for you have robbed me, even this whole nation. They robbed the whole nation because they are the priests that are supposed to bring the tithes and offering into the storehouse, not people. People brings to the temple. Then out of the portion that the people brings, the priest will bring the tenth of it into the storehouse, but they refuse to bring it. No more bread for God. So God was hungry for bread. He said, you are cursed for robbing me. But the bread people bring for me, you are eating it. You are cursed. Their God eats bread. So he said that they have robbed him and the whole nation. Hear the commandment and the promise and the blessings. He said, bring all the tithes into the storehouse. Bring all the tithes. He's still talking to those priests in Malachi chapter 2, verse 1. O ye priests, this commandment is for you. It's not part of the 10 commandments. So this tithe one is for you, priests. Bring all the tithes into the storehouse, because if you're not a priest and step into the storehouse, you will be stoned to death or you will die. That's the commandment. But you don't know that. They tell you church is a storehouse. It's not. It's not. They tell you, the house of God is the storehouse. It's not. Storehouse is different. That's where they store the tithes and the offering that belongs to God. And inside that storehouse, it's not even every priest, if I still remember, that enters there. The high priest has a place, like not every priest can enter into the Holy of Holies. Not all. So, but he said, bring all the tithe. The priest is the duty of the priest, not the duty of the Israelites or people from other tribes to bring anything into the storehouse. It is the duty of the priest, that there may be food in my house. See, God was hungry, so the priest did not feed him. Just as the people that you say you're accusing them of feeding idols in your village, those native daughters you said, or those chief priests, you said they are feeding idols. That's where they stole it. They stole it from your people and put it in the Bible. Their God was hungry also. Their God said, bring all the tithes that there may be food in my house. I want food. I am hungry. After they tell you, God doesn't eat rice. God said, bring all the tithes. And those tithes are agricultural. It has nothing to do with money. It's food, that there may be food, not that there may be money, not that there may be finance. Stop listening to all those men of God robbing you your hard-earned money. Tithe in the Bible was never money at any time. And when you read Deuteronomy chapter 14, anytime you convert tithe into money, when you get to that temple, you will use that money to buy whatever you want, including alcohol. Yeah, they will not teach you that part because they are criminals. They are thieves. He said that there may be food in my house, and try me, that's test me, tempt me, test me now in this, says the Lord of hosts. You know, that host is H-A-O-X, Lord of hosts. Hoax. He's a God of hoax, Lord of hoax. He's a God of fairy tales, God of allegories, God of fiction. That's the Lord of fictions. The preachers, those criminals have succeeded in deceiving many people to believe that bringing their money to church as tithe is bringing it to the storehouse of God, or to the house of God. So they succeeded in that. And then they begin to tell people that God is asking them to try him, to test him. If they pay tithe, this is what God promised he will do. I want you to know this. Your tithe is with those men of God that collected them, those impostors, those thieves. It is not with any God. There is no tool that's sucking up money to heaven, to God. No. Which is why you are suffering in this lockdown without the promises of blessings connected to tithing in Malachi chapter 3, 10 to 12. Those promises. He said, bring all the tithes into the storehouse. Test me in this, and I will do what? He said, if I will not open for you the windows of heaven and pour out for you such blessing that there will be no room enough to receive it. Even if the government locked down the country, if tithing works, if this Bible God exists and the promises of God are true, you shouldn't be complaining of not having anything, because no government can shut down the windows of heaven. So, but you see, you are not receiving the abundance of blessings they promise you by tithing. You have been tithing before the coronavirus. You have been tithing before the lockdown. But now, see, you are suffering like those who weren't paying tithe. You are not different from other people. There is no open heaven over your life. There is no abundance coming from heaven. There's no manna coming from heaven. There's no money coming from heaven. If you have been given to this God who is in heaven, that God's supposed to be supplying your need now from heaven. It is impossible for you as a man, since you believe the Bible, to send anything direct to heaven. So you're sending it through the men of God. But with God, all things are possible. So God don't need any man to send it through. God's supposed to send it to you directly. Understand what you are doing and know they have lied to you. Now they have shut down the country wherever you are living. Now it's no longer as you believe. You were hoping that, oh, one day it will be well, or it will happen, but it's not happening. For weeks now, you have been in lockdown. You are scrambling. You are eating your food with carefulness. You're having that fear, suffering like every other person. Even you are suffering more than those who were not tithers. He said, we open the windows of heaven. Don't worry about the government. They can shut down everything. If your God is alive, your God supposed to be supplying all your needs according to his riches in glory. If you're a Christian, don't receive any help. Don't receive any financial assistance. Don't receive any food assistance from anyone. Let that God you have been paying tithe to supply it directly. Can he do that? No. Because God is non-existent. Why are you suffering and crying like other people now? Why are you suffering lack now? Some of you, you can't even withdraw your money from your bank. Your God cannot do that. Where is the abundance of blessing? They promise you that God will open the windows of heaven and pour that abundance. You will have no room enough to contain it. Open your storehouse in your own house. Show me where you store food that God is sending to you in this lockdown. You see churches sending things to their members. It's not God. It's out of the abundance they have robbed you. They are sending you this meal and they don't know how long it will last. They were sending it earlier thinking it will be just 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Now it's 4 weeks going to 5 weeks. I mean, those in Nigeria, we are feeling the heat. At least the American government gave us some money to the citizens. Like myself, I received that 1,200 from government, not from Trump. And it's part of my money, my tax money. At least they gave me back some. How about the Almighty God? You have been paying your title. How much has God sent to you directly? Not going to bank to withdraw. Not any man giving you money. No, God putting money in your pocket, putting food on your table to prove to you he is real. God is fake. Wake up and stop torturing yourself in the name of God. Verse 11. He said, and I will rebuke the devourer for your sake, so that he will not destroy the fruit of your ground, nor shall the vine fail to bear fruit for you in the field. There is error there in what I just read. When he talk about the devourer, he used the word he. I think it's the translation that put it there, but it's supposed to be it, because devourer means like the locust, the locust that goes destroying people, devouring people's crop. All those swarm, you know, the insects that eat up people's crop. He say, he will rebuke the devourers for your sake. Okay, that is the second promise, right? Blessing of Titan. He will rebuke the devourer. COVID-19 is the devourer. He's around now and God is missing. Where is your God to rebuke COVID-19? Not you going for praying and fasting like TB Joshua. Not you going to praying and fasting like Odumeje. Not you going to begin to declare something saying he will do that. No. He said he will rebuke himself, will rebuke the devourer. But you see those men of God doing the rebuking, thinking it will work, and they keep failing them. Since March, they have been saying it is over. It is over. It keeps going. Keep killing Christians everywhere. Keep killing believers everywhere. Keep killing people of God everywhere. And you titans are so afraid. You don't want to come in contact with somebody with COVID-19. Where is your God rebuking the devourer now? God is missing. The devourer is around in reality. You can see coronavirus. It's not a joke. If you don't have the technology to see it, you can see the results. You see people dying of it or because of it. You can see that. But you said, oh, yeah, I cannot see God. I worship God. You cannot see coronavirus. You're hiding. What can your God do in reality? Your God cannot kill anyone, and your God cannot keep anyone alive. Your God is useless. Where is God now rebuking the devourer for your sake? It is shut down. But your God is not there. They shut down your working place. They shut down your means of livelihood. They shut down your shop. You cannot go to your shop anymore. Those your shop you used to anoint with oil, you put the sticker of your church showing divine protection, divine provision. They shut them down. All that your useless prayers you used to make every 12 o'clock in your line, they shut it down. Your God cannot open it. You are waiting for government to open it again, then you will go and start disturbing everybody again. Yeah, God is this, that, all that bullshit. Let this shut down. Let this lockdown open your eyes. See that all those religious stuff, God stuff, Jesus stuff, they are all fake. The promises of God are all lies. The third one, he said he will do. Verse 12, and all nations will call you blessed. Not Mary now, because you are calling Mary blessed, because you said the angel said, no, he will be, all nations will call her blessed, right? How about you? If you're a tither, he said that all nations, not all women, not you, call you blessed among women. He said, all nations will call you blessed, for you will be a delightful land, says the Lord of hosts. Lord of hosts. How many nations are calling you blessed now? In this lockdown, tell me how many nations. I'm not saying your neighbors. I'm saying nations. Other nations calling you blessed. You in Nigeria. All you Nigerian titles. Is there any nation in any part of the world that is calling you blessed? No. Even before coronavirus, they have not called you blessed, because you still die of malaria, still die of Lassa fever, still die of hunger, still die of bad governance. And yet, you claim, I am blessed. You are not blessed. How can you be living in Africa and claiming you are blessed? You are not. You are suffering in Africa. And those criminals are robbing you, taking your hard-earned money, giving you all these promises. God will bless you. God will rebuke the devourer. You will be blessed. All nations will call you blessed. For where? They cannot even give you visa. If you are blessed, all nations will give you visa to come to their land. Oyedeba was bragging his dangerously rich or all that. But the American government, American embassy denied him visa. He said, you're not going anywhere. You blessed is in your pocket. You are not that blessed. And those people in Africa think they are men of God. Their name is known in America the same way it's known in their area. No. When they travel, immediately, the only place they are known is in that area, like in Nigeria or Ghana. But the moment they land in America or London, nobody knows them. Even the people that come to pick them up, they will not be making the noise they used to make in Nigeria. All of them behave yourself. All of them will be walking quietly. But in Africa, you see them. A man of God is coming. They carry his bag. They're walking like foolishness. How many nations are calling you blessed according to Malachi chapter 3 verse 12? How delightful is your life now? How delightful is your country now? Today as we speak, have you seen that promise of God after tithing come to pass? No. There is no promise of God in the Bible, in the Torah, in the Quran you can claim and they come to pass. Just as you cannot demonstrate your faith in God. It is time you wake up, my people. Tell yourselves the truth, the honest truth. Tithing is like praying. So it doesn't work. Prayer does not work. Tithing does not work. This coronavirus should teach you better. not me. If you don't want to listen to me, I don't have problem. I am the one that dedicated myself and my time to be doing this. I am not raising money for this. I have my own money. I have both cash and the credit and the card, debit card. I have it. I'm not asking you to give to me. I'm not competing. It's not a movement. This is for our life. This is our life. We are supposed to be free. Living free, free of evil, free of manipulation, free of all these criminals robbing you your hard-earned money in the name of tithes and offerings. Tithing does not work. Praying does not work. The Lord of hosts is your God. The Lord of hosts, H-A-O-X. That's the God you are worshiping. And that God is useless in reality. No matter how you try to argue it, I don't argue with sheep. No matter how you try to defend that God, no matter how you try to speak for that God is useless in reality. I am that God killer. That God, you cannot see that God because that God is dead. How many times will you hear it before you wake up and say, no, it's true? Read Job chapter 35 verse 10. He said, none of them says, where is God, my maker, that gives song in the night? If that this God you have been tithing to is your maker, where is this God now? There is lockdown. You are suffering. You have no more money. Some of you have money in the bank, but you cannot take it. You cannot go out and shop as you want. You have to wear mask now. They force you to do what you say no man can do before. No one can say anything. It comes to pass except my God say that or do that. No way. That your God is useless in reality. And I'm calling you to wake up. Every promises, all the promises of God are lies. They are designed to keep you dumb. They are designed to keep you little, to keep you small, to keep you docile. They keep you not revenging when somebody hurt you. To say, okay, I forgive you. No, it is time you wake up, wise up, unite together, people, Africans, and begin to reclaim, begin to recover your heritage. The time is now. The day is today. The last day for ignorance. The last day for fear. Today is the end time for ignorance and the fear. You have to kill them in your life so that you can live your life humanly, naturally. Peace.